Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. Man, I'm so excited about this one. So you might have noticed some unfamiliar music on your way in for the intro. That is an album that we are releasing on our label that I'm really excited about. It's called Sound Company. It's a lost album that was never actually released, and I've got just a crazy story about it. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about this month's exclusives, which are selling out very fast. So first off, I think I want to talk about Sound Company because, man, we've been working on this for a long time. Really exciting stuff. So about this time last year, this 7-inch was released. It's called Sound Company, just a 3-song record. This was released through the band and from Massimo and another legendary record collector and DJ named Juggles, who lives in Australia. A lot of people, I'm sure, would know who that is. But anyways, it all kind of started with this one. This is a 7-inch that was put out. This was really the only thing that Sound Company had out. It's called Truman's Daughter / I Am Your Hour. Among 45 collectors, a lot of people know this 45. It's really good. Both Truman's Daughter and I Am Your Hour are great songs. I Am Your Hour, I think, is one of the strongest songs on and all this stuff. It's a really cool song, very melodic. It's hard rock, but it's got a little tinge of psych to it, and it's also very melodic. It's a lot of hard rock records and recordings and stuff are really brutal, massive guitar solos that are just shredding. And this is more like there's organ in there. It's very melodic. The songwriting is a lot different than a lot of hard rock stuff. That's what I really like about it. The more you listen to the songs, the more acquainted you get with it, the more kind of enchanted you are by it. Really cool. So started off with this 7-inch, and Massimo was looking for one, and he found one, and the person selling it was related to the band. It was the drummer's wife. She was selling some online. Kenny got up with her, or Massimo got up with her, and met Kenny that way. Now Kenny had this. This is the acetate. So Massimo basically asked Kenny, the drummer, were there any other recordings of the band? And he said, yeah, we have this acetate that was never released. And so he showed Massimo this. Obviously Massimo was really interested, and he's like, I'd love to hear that. So Kenny sent him the acetate, and Massimo listened to it and was kind of blown away by these tracks. I mean, this is a great 45. It's amazing, but there's 3 tracks on this that are super heavy and are mind-melting, incredible hard rock tracks. And those are the 3 tracks that Massimo chose to release on this little EP. So those are the 3 heaviest tracks. Like if you're into heavy hard rock, those 3 tracks are the one. So Flash Lightning, Follow Me, and Imaginary Fix. Imaginary Fix, I think, is probably going to be most people's favorite song on the whole thing. And all this is up on streaming, so you can go listen to it. But man, those 3 songs are absolute mind melters, and they're out of this world. The other 3 songs are not as heavy, but still really great songs. I think for what Massimo and Juggles wanted to do, they were wanting to just put out this like heavy 7-inch bomber of a record, and that's what they did with this. So they took those 3 songs off this acetate and they released this 7-inch, and they only did 300 copies of this. It sold out very quickly and quickly became very sought after on Discogs. I think they're going for around 75 and up on Discogs now. So hard to get stuff. Very cool. But I heard this. I love this. A lot of people really love this 7-inch, and they sold t-shirts, they sold merch, all that stuff. It was very cool. And so kind of after it started winding down a little bit, I talked to Massimo, and I was like, man, I really would like to hear the other songs on that acetate. One thing led to another. Turns out I ended up buying the acetate. Long story short, it ended up with me. And I heard the rest of the songs, and I just fell in love with them. Really good songs. So I was basically like, okay, so we got these 6 songs, we got these 2 songs. So I was like, why don't we put out an album? The only problem was there wasn't really enough music to put out an album. It was close. I think it was like 22 minutes or 23 minutes of music. which that's about, I think farm is like 20 something minutes. So it's pretty much enough. I thought maybe I could do 10-inch, but everybody hates 10 inches. What am I gonna do? I gotta put it out. I gotta put it out, so I just couldn't put it out, even if it's like a one-sided record. I'm gonna put it out, and it'll be what it is, because that's all there is. So, one thing led to another. We're talking, and Kenny actually finds a studio tape of 4 songs they recorded in the studio that have just kind of been sitting on that tape for 50 years, and no one's heard them, no one's any of that stuff. So we got the acetate, we got the 7-inch, and we got the tape, and we sent them to Salina, Kansas, where Analog Productions is. And I use Matt Luthens over there. He's an incredible mastering engineer. He took all the songs and we compiled them into an LP, which is 11 songs. It's plenty for a record. They're absolutely killer. The 4 songs that were on the tape, there's one called Gila Bend that is so good. Really, and again, another really heavy, a melodic hard rock number. Love that song. And then there's one called Planet Earth that is like the aliens coming to Earth, and they want to invade Earth and like take advantage of all the resources and pillage the Earth and for all of its natural resources. But then they realize that we haven't taken care of the Earth, so they don't even want to land here. Like, not even the aliens wouldn't even land here because, and so it's kind of like it's funny, but it's also like it's talking about how we need to take care of the environment and all that stuff, but it's from the perspective of aliens. So it's really cool. There's a lot of there's a lot of references to aliens and UFOs and stuff like that in this, because in the 70s, in that Oklahoma, Missouri area, there was a lot of lore and there was a lot of UFO sightings and all that stuff. And so like UFOs were big on very popular during that time because of all the sightings and stuff in that particular area. So on this album, that kind of shines through. And I love that about the record. It's very cool, very charming, but I love all these recordings, and we've been sitting on them, and I almost didn't release them out on streaming because I wanted to wait for the LP. I wanted everybody to be able to hear it on vinyl. But the thing is, like, our goal with this whole thing is so people can hear these songs. And so I've been working with the band, really having a good time getting to know Kenny, the drummer, and we decided to put it out. So all that stuff is available on streaming. I'm going to put a link below to the streaming so you guys can hear it. More to come on the story as well. And I also put a link to Psychedelic Baby magazine, where Kenny did an interview with him. There's tons of pictures. There's a whole story of the band, how it went. And then the band ended up becoming a band named Missouri Fox. They were more of a like a hair band type thing in the 80s, and they actually had a full-length LP that they put out. It was a live record that they put out. But all the recordings that we're putting out are the Sound Company ones. So again, go stream that. Follow us on Instagram, our label, at Noble Record Label, for more updates and pictures and all that stuff, because we got a ton of pictures. We got some live footage from Missouri Fox. That's really cool. We got a bunch of cool stuff. So follow us over there at Noble Record Label. I want you guys to be able to hear a few clips of Sound Company. So here are a few clips of Sound Company, so you kind of get get an idea. But it's all up on streaming now. The link is below in the description and pinned in the comments. So if you want to listen to the album, it's on all streaming platforms. Sound Company. Here you go.
Memory that will soon be gone.
All right, now for the exclusive. So the reason I want to do this at the end is because these are going to sell out, and in a month, if you watch this video, it won't matter because they'll be gone. Every month we do a set of exclusives. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's two. Rarely do the stars align and it's three, but this month it's three. So basically, we work with other labels to, if they have a record coming out that we really like, I'll just say, hey, I want to get 300 or 500, or I've done 1,000 a couple times. If I say I really like this album, I want to sell this to my customers in the shop and online, and we're going to do a limited color just for our store, and that's just kind of how we do it. But these usually take a year to get done from start to finish. So I'll say, hey, yeah, I'll do an exclusive of that. I'll do an exclusive of that. And I want to make sure I have one for every month. So sometimes it's double for a month. But this time I got 3 in October. So I apologize for your wallets. I'm not trying to do it that way. I agreed to do these exclusives 8 months to a year ago in most cases. So it's just kind of one of those things. First one I'll tell you about is Mammoth. We're doing this with Riding Easy Records. We do a lot of exclusives with them. They get some really great titles. They do a great job. Mammoth is a hard rock record from Florida. And this was released. It's private press. Really, really good hard rock. Our color is this purple, like marbly color. But man, I love this Mammoth record. Yeah, really, really, really good stuff. If you like hard rock, really heavy hard rock, it's brutal. It's epic. Love it. And I actually just bought an original from Lance because he had an extra original, so I'm excited to get that. The next one is, this is a record that's so rare, I don't even have one. I've never even seen one. I'm not really sure how much they cost, but this is Keith Noble's Mr. Compromise. Now, I know you're thinking, this is my dad, Keith Noble. No, it's not. My name's not even Noble. Little fact, Noble Records was named after my son, whose name is Noble. But anyways, this is Keith Noble, and Keith Noble was one of the founding members of, well, not Pink Floyd, but the pre-Pink Floyd. So Sigma 6, Abdabs, all that stuff. It is like an acoustic acid folk type record, private press, really rare, really expensive to get an original. Like I said, I've never even seen one, but we did it on this gray marbled vinyl, beautiful stuff, and we only did 300 of those. We only did 300 of Mammoth as well. Comes with all of that, so it comes with an inner sleeve with notes and all that stuff. Last one is, this one is incredible. I've been really excited about this. I teamed up with Matt from Too Many Records, and Northwest Metalworks is a label that they have out there. This is a record from the Portland area. It's a private press, super heavy hard rock record called Doc Rocket. Mine is on the legendary Noble Yellow. And it has a insert that comes with it as well. Really cool stuff. But Northwest Metalworks did pretty much everything for it, and me and Matt just did exclusives of it. But it comes with this foil cover, and the originals came on a foil cover like that. So really, really cool. We didn't think we were going to be able to do the foil cover, but it ended up working out. It's very, very cool. But this is really heavy stuff. Killer hard rock. I mean, guitar solos out the wazoo. If you like that real aggressive, heavy hard rock guitar solos type stuff, you're going to love this record. So, yeah, so we did 300 of those. So all three, we did 300 each. And I think as of right now, they've been on sale since noon today. There's less than 100 copies on all of them, so they'll end up selling out. And then I was going to show you this. This is my original of Doc Rocket. So this is actually a promo. The promos came on white sleeves like this, so they're just white. But Matt has an original that was like the release, and it has a foil cover. So anyways, this is my original copy. I love it. I've had it for a while, and Doc Rocket is just out of this world hard rock that you're going to love. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just kind of what we've been up to. We got some cool stuff coming, got some cool announcements coming. We've licensed a couple really great records lately that I can't talk about yet, but we've got 9 records coming out. So, well, we've got 8 more coming out, including Underground Fire. It's 9. So we still have some past exclusives on the website. We still have some copies of Underground Fire on the website. So check out the website. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next time.